And ultimately, I want my children's future to be better than what we currently have at the moment, as we all do.
I'm 75 now, and I can't remember anybody except the Queen being there.
Royal watchers are stunned after a shocking statement from young Princess Charlotte may have exposed hidden truths about Queen Camilla. Could this be the royal family rift no one saw coming? Alleged tensions are reaching new heights, so hit subscribe and let's unravel the mystery together. It was a quiet walk through the grand halls of Buckingham Palace. Just Princess Charlotte, Prince William, and Kate. A private family moment. But what started as a casual stroll turned into something far more serious. As they passed portraits and chandeliers, Charlotte reportedly stopped and said something that caught everyone off guard. "I'll show you the real Queen Camilla." Her words weren't loud, but they were sharp. Her voice carried a confidence that didn't sound like a 9-year-old guessing. It sounded like she knew something. William and Kate froze. Kate gently responded, "Charlotte, you can't say things like that. There are always people listening."
And we're rooting for you all the way.
Good luck, I hope you win. Bye.
But Charlotte didn't back down. She looked at them with calm seriousness and said, "I pray everyone watches this." What could she mean? According to insiders, Charlotte had recently overheard something she believed should never have been said. She told her parents she had heard Queen Camilla saying things that suggested William wasn't ready to be king. Worse, that Camilla allegedly preferred things to stay the way they were, with Charles remaining in charge for as long as possible. Charlotte explained that Camilla had compared William unfavorably to Charles, hinting he lacked the strength or stability to lead. And to Charlotte, it wasn't just talk. It felt like a threat to her family's future. Even at her age, Charlotte understood enough to know that power inside the royal family isn't just about titles, it's about influence. And from what she heard, Camilla wanted to protect hers.
And ultimately, I want my children's future to be better than what we currently have at the moment.
Charlotte wasn't just repeating rumors, she was expressing concern. She felt something wasn't right and wanted her parents to know. But what exactly did Charlotte hear? And why is she so sure Camilla's intentions aren't genuine? According to the same sources, Charlotte had heard a private conversation, not meant for her ears. She didn't catch every detail, but what stood out to her was Camilla's attitude. Camilla allegedly spoke about William's leadership style in a dismissive tone. She reportedly questioned whether he was strong enough to handle the pressures of the crown. There were also comments comparing him to King Charles, favorably, of course, for Charles. To a child who sees her father as a hero, hearing such things could be deeply upsetting. Charlotte also believed that Camilla's influence was being used not to support the next generation, but to preserve her own place. She suspected Camilla was trying to keep William's role limited, quietly pushing the idea that his time shouldn't come too soon.
People will get fed up, and all these young feel nothing is ever happening, so of course they're going to get frustrated.
What makes this especially interesting is that Charlotte had been collecting these impressions for a while. She'd noticed moments where Camilla's interest in George, Louis, or even herself seemed limited. While others saw polite behavior, Charlotte picked up on something colder beneath the surface. Charlotte told her parents, "She doesn't want us to succeed." It wasn't just about one overheard moment. It was a pattern she'd started to recognize, one that left her uncomfortable. Her insight may seem surprising for someone her age, but in a world where children grow up in the public eye and observe powerful figures daily, she may understand more than people expect. So what else could Charlotte know that the public doesn't? In the Wales household, one name holds quiet but powerful significance: Diana.
Can't mimic voices for love or money. I'm completely hopeless at it.
Though Charlotte never met her grandmother, she's grown up surrounded by stories, pictures, and reminders of the late Princess of Wales. For Charlotte, Granny Diana isn't just history. She's family. And more than that, she's a role model. William has worked hard to keep Diana's memory alive. He's shared her values, her beliefs, and the love she had for her children. In many ways, Charlotte has been raised under Diana's influence, shaped by her father's respect and admiration for his mother. This has created a powerful emotional connection. Diana represents kindness, warmth, and authenticity, a kind of royalty that feels close to the people. That's the version of royalty Charlotte admires. Now, contrast that with Queen Camilla. Camilla's presence in the royal family brings with it a complicated history, one that Charlotte may not fully understand but definitely feels. She's heard whispers, stories, and perhaps even conversations between adults.
I was a separated wife to the Prince of Wales. I was a problem, full stop. Never happened before. What do we...
In her mind, Camilla may not seem like someone who fits the picture of what a queen should be. To Charlotte, Camilla might appear distant, maybe even disconnected. And when compared to the stories of Diana, Camilla seems more like an outsider than family. So when Charlotte said, "I'll show you the real Queen Camilla," could she have been drawing that line between the woman she sees as royalty by heart and the one she sees as royalty by title? Queen Camilla's journey to the crown was anything but simple. She entered the royal spotlight much later in life and had to work for years to be accepted. Her path was filled with public doubt, media backlash, and constant comparisons. Princess Charlotte, on the other hand, was born into royalty. From day one, she has been embraced as the future of the monarchy, a symbol of a modern, relatable royal family. This difference matters. Charlotte has grown up in an environment that values openness, mental health, and genuine connection. Her parents, William and Kate, have chosen to raise their children in a more relaxed and supportive way, far from the rigid rules of old.
I know that in the position I'm in, that's what's required of me to do, and I think...
Camilla, meanwhile, adapted to royal life later. Her experience is shaped by tradition, formality, and structure. And while she may have adjusted well, her version of royalty likely feels very different from what Charlotte knows. This generational contrast could be a key factor in the quiet tension between them. Charlotte might feel more at ease with authenticity, while Camilla sticks to the expected protocols. When Charlotte watches how Camilla interacts, calm, proper, and distant, it might clash with the royal life she's familiar with. A life where being real matters more than being perfect.
Express everything about her without suffering the consequences.
Could that be why she's questioning Camilla's role? Maybe it's not rebellion, it's reflection. She's trying to understand where she fits in this evolving royal world, and Camilla might not represent the kind of queen she wants to see. The public has been watching closely too. Over the past few years, several small but telling moments have sparked speculation about Princess Charlotte's feelings toward Queen Camilla. One of the most talked about events was Queen Elizabeth II's state funeral in 2022. During the solemn procession, George reportedly pinched Charlotte. She responded with a loud "ouch" and a sharp glance. While that's typical sibling behavior, what came next caught attention. Queen Camilla was said to have reacted with visible irritation. Reports claim she frowned and quietly asked Kate to take Charlotte aside.
Just interest, but of service, of understanding, the way that people and community...
Some people felt this showed a lack of understanding, given the emotional weight of the moment for a young child. Then came King Charles III's coronation in 2023. As Charlotte prepared to curtsy, she stumbled slightly and corrected herself. Observers noted she performed the curtsy for Charles, but not for Camilla. Was it just nerves? Possibly. But in royal events, every detail is noticed. Body language experts pointed out Charlotte's physical distance from Camilla in public. She often stays close to her parents, rarely making extended eye contact with the Queen. In family photos, she appears more reserved when Camilla is nearby. These moments don't confirm anything outright, but together, they paint a picture. They hint at a dynamic that's more formal than warm. Could these small cues be Charlotte's quiet way of saying something isn't right? Or are people reading too much into the actions of a thoughtful young royal?
Stick with those, not worry too much about the things, the fashions, the things that come and go.
Camilla's history with the royal family remains one of the most discussed royal stories. Though much of it happened before Charlotte was born, it continues to shape how people see her, and possibly how Charlotte feels too. Camilla's relationship with King Charles began long before they were married. Their early connection, interrupted by Charles's naval duties and Camilla's marriage to Andrew Parker Bowles, left a trail of complicated moments. As the years went by, their relationship resurfaced, eventually becoming public. That transition wasn't smooth. The public remembered Diana, and for many, Camilla represented the past that brought pain. Over time, Camilla stepped back from the spotlight. Slowly, she began reappearing at official events. It was a careful reintroduction, one that some viewed with skepticism. Even after becoming queen, public opinion remained mixed. Many still see her as the woman who had to earn her place, not someone born into it. For Charlotte, growing up with this story playing in the background, it's hard to ignore. She's been raised to honor her grandmother Diana, and now she's living in a palace where Camilla holds the crown. That contrast alone could explain why Charlotte feels something isn't quite right. Princess Anne has long been one of the most respected figures in the royal family. Known for her strong sense of duty and tradition, she's spent decades protecting the monarchy's image. According to reports, Anne hasn't fully welcomed Camilla into the royal fold. While she remains polite in public, insiders say she still sees Camilla as somewhat of an outsider. What do you think? Is Charlotte seeing something others ignore, or is this just a child's voice misunderstood? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.